Hi, welcome back. I'm Ginger Meek Allen, metalsmith and custom studio jeweler. And you are here with me on day 5 of the making of this locket. And this is video blog entry 8, part 8, I believe. So here's where we are, just to recap. And if you haven't seen the first videos before this, you may want to go back and check those out. 3 parts of the locket here. Here are the 3 parts of the locket, and I corrected my mistake with the vines, and so now they are 2 different golds, which is awesome. Got the insides done on this piece, the center panel, and now what we have left to do is this back panel is going to get a monogram, an initial monogram, one initial. It's going to go in there like that. So what I have here is I've drawn out what I want it to look like, and I need to transfer this image onto this piece of domed metal, which is already the perfect form to fit inside there, right? So the idea is to put my initial in there and cut that out. And so that's the reason I didn't make this piece out of wire or something else. I could have done that and then domed it to fit. That's an alternate way to do it. This way though, I know it's going to be exactly the right curve. Sometimes when you try to form something that's going to be as thin as this is, you can end up, when you go to shape it, it can skew the form. So I prefer to actually cut the shape out of the already domed piece. So the doming comes before the cutting. So I'll get set up and we'll do that now. So here's one of my secret weapons. I have a friend who is also an extremely talented jeweler who is English, and she had this, we shared a studio for a few years, and she had this amazing double-sided tape that was just incredible. It was like creating an actual sort of super thin, very thorough piece of, like, just an adhesive between your design on the piece of paper and the metal. And apparently it's widely available in, I forget what they call their, I don't think they have Walmart in England, but anyway, she was like, what's the big deal? It's just double-sided tape. And I said, no, this is like magic tape. So I dubbed it Magic English Tape, and her parents, the next time they went back to England, they were kind enough to bring me many rolls of Magic English Tape, because you can't get it here, and it's incredible. It's incredible stuff. So that's what I've used to transfer, or to adhere my design, actually is the correct term, onto the metal. And I am just sawing. It's pretty thin, so I'm going a little outside the line here because I know I'm going to shape and clean and file and all that before I solder it on. And there you go. I tell you, I didn't wrap my fingers today, and I'm kind of right now wishing I had, so I may do that. I use this product. It's called Alligator Skin, and it's you know, people always say, "Oh, what'd you do to your fingers?" I didn't do anything to them, and that's the point. The idea is to protect them. So, okay, so here we go. I got the magic English tape off, which is a feat also. It does not move when you're using it, but it does. Sometimes I have been known to burn it off, you know, because I have torches and I can do that. But it's off now, and there's that. And so what I'm going to do next is use my saw blade and some needle files to clean up these edges from the sawing and get that all nice and clean. A cutting edge, a wedge is just a cutting edge, and so a saw blade is simply a lot of little tiny wedges, a jeweler's saw blade. So that's the only way I can get in there and really clean that up as I need to, is by using the saw blade itself. So I'll do that, and then we'll be ready to solder the initial monogram in place. All right, so here we go with the soldering, and I am going to be sweat soldering this, which means I'm going to flow the solder onto the back of the initial first, and then I'll place it into the Locket piece and heat it from underneath to allow the solder to flow onto that piece. Of course, when the flux bubbles, we lose a couple of pieces. Stuck to my dirty soldering tweezers here. There we go. Some of those kind of, there, they jumped up. Yay! I want to be super careful that I don't melt this little guy, because, you know, he's pretty small the other way. So I'm going to kind of keep that warm. And I kind of laid all this out earlier and kind of memorized sort of the position that I wanted with the letter itself. And I think we've got that. So I'm going to, at this point, bring in the big guns. And there we go. Set the little guy down. This is a little too much heat. There we go. So I can see my solder flowing. Makes a little shiny line. There we go. We're done. right, here we are. I think it's time to say that fabrication is done. Here we have, they fit on the hinge pin, all three pieces. They're well aligned, nice and tight, no longer flopping around. Construction's done on that center panel. I'm concerned that it's a little bit busy. So, just something that's kind of been on my mind. But until I get some patina in there and play with having the stones in place, I'm going to reserve judgment on that and decide later. I'm happy with how that turned out. And there you go. So, here we are. End of day 5. Next thing is going to be some tumbling. I'm going to first use a magnetic tumbler with a really tiny steel shot that will help to get in there and clean in some of those really intricate areas. I'm going to also do a little chasing on the leaves, put a little vein, some details of veining in the leaves. Then patina, more tumbling, and we will see you tomorrow.